up? Thank y'all for tuning in to No Flag Radio. I'm your host, P. Kicking some. Today we talking about the heir to the Coca Cola throne getting hit with a sexual assault lawsuit and losing to a black woman. And Me Too ain't saying shit about it. So, got this story from Black Detour. I fuck with Black Detour. Y'all fuck with Black Detour on Twitter at Black Detour. You know, I have my Twitter account up and they always would hit me off with the ill stories and such. So feel free to send me stories if y'all want to in one side of my ear, but the other side of the ear, go fuck with Black Detour. They do the thing. And you know, always you can hit me up at DPDGAF. It's classic shit all day. On Gmail, DPDGAF, spelled the way I'm saying it. Cause y'all know I fucks with y'all, you know what I'm saying? If I can fuck with y'all on this shit, y'all know if I like the story, you know what I mean, I'm gonna do it. So, this story goes like this. Chasity Jones is awarded $11 million in a settlement against Coca Cola Heir, and she speaks out about the incident. So let's get a picture of my sister up here. Goes Chasity Jones right there. Okay. And how this happened, Chasity Jones won a $11 million lawsuit against her former boss, Coca Cola Heir. Alki David is his name. Alki. That's a weird ass name, you know, in the streets. Alki is a fucking alcoholic. I don't know why you think that's a cool ass name. Who she accused of engaging in various sexual harassment acts in the workplace. Now the single mother has spoken out about the incident after she was awarded the judgment in April. So she just got her award on this. The alleged harassment, it ain't alleged, motherfucker, she won in court, but okay. The alleged harassment occurred while Jones worked as an executive for David's two production companies, Hologram USA and Film on TV. The 42-year-old told Atlanta Black Star that she was one of the only two black executives and the only black woman executive that was working with David, Alki David. Jones claims she was fired from her job after almost 2 years in November 2016. The lawsuit alleged the firing came after she refused to have sex with David. Another allegation said that she faced groping and porn being viewed in the conference room. Jones accused David of putting his hand up her leg in an apparent effort to comfort his employee after the death of her mother. So her mama died and he's groping on her. Fucking scum. Jones finally took action in her second year on the job when she was dealing with mounting issues concerning her mother, who was battling stage 4 lung cancer, and the financial strain of not receiving her commission. And this is her quote. It was getting to a breaking point where it was like, you know what, I'm tired. I just don't care anymore. Jones told the news outlet, I have to do something. It was starting to bother me mentally and I just had to come forward. Okay, I know I can read. Jones said it was difficult being silent for so long while still working with David. Initially, I felt the support, she said. Initially, I felt that she believed in me and wanted to work hard for me. I started to feel like I had a backbone. I'm not sure what she means when she said she believed in me and wanted to work hard for me. I don't get it. I don't get that part. Maybe they're saying that David was saying that. Maybe he was saying that I felt she believed in me and wanted to work hard for me. I started to believe like I had a backbone or something. I don't know. Another reason for her to end her silence, Jones, was her 15-year-old daughter, Chloe Campbell. I always let her know, being a black girl, a black woman, you always walk in your door with 2 strikes against you. You walk through the door with 2 strikes against you. Okay, I get it. One, that you're a woman and you're not equal to everyone. and 2, you're black. So you always have to work harder, improve you better, blah, 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 blah. David's supposed to pay $8 million in damages and $3.09 million in some other compensatory damages. So that's her story. There go our sister right there. You know, she look kind of like a normal sister, but you never really know until the wig come off. You never know until the wig and the makeup come off how your kid's gonna look for real. You understand? With these chicks, man. You never know until all that wig shit come off and the makeup. You never know how your genes gonna really come across and mix up with a chick, right? She look alright. She look normal, like a normal chick. There goes Alki right there. He's this Greek guy. He's a Greek, okay? Just let you know. So he's a white boy all the way, straight up. And Alki, if y'all might have heard this story this week, this is the motherfucker that they arrested this week with 5,000 weed plants on his private plane. Talking about the shit was hemp. But he had all these weed plants, like cannabis, and he had like hemp seeds with him too on his plane, right? This is the guy that they caught his ass flying over St. Kitts, trying to bring it into St. Kitts. So, you know, they're going to hit him with, trying to import a controlled substance. They're going to hit his ass with intent to fucking distribute that shit. They're going to hit him with all that shit. Intent to supply. They're going to hit his ass with that shit, right? And I found that funny that case jumped over to this. I was like, okay, yeah, this motherfucker is here. He doing big dirt. But my question is, while he's tied up in this lawsuit, where the fuck is Me Too? You understand me? I'm asking that question right off the jump. You know, the courts this week, they've been bullshitting. They trying to let Harvey Weinstein kind of grease the pockets of some of his accusers with that $44 million suit or the judgment, whatever that he was able to lay down and kind of grease motherfuckers' pockets with. Me Too been sleeping on his ass all this whole year so far for the sake of trying to go at R. Kelly and going at Michael Jackson, and they making a poster of Bill Cosby still. They're using coons like Terry Crews to push them to their next phase of this bullshit that they on. They want to call it toxic masculinity, right? They're running that shit that's created by that transgender Australian motherfucker, R.W. Connell. Yo, go watch my video on the transgender root of toxic masculinity. It breaks down all of that. This, you know, scholar who coined the term, and then all these secondary people started biting him. They motherfucking ignoring. Who else they ignoring? They ignoring Jeffrey Epstein, the wealthy white pedophiles. I mean, all this unchecked goddamn toxic white masculinity waltzing around this bitch. And it's just, what the fuck? It's sewer doodle toxic with these white males right now. These white males who got money and who be paying Me Too and shit. That's what I think. I think they chipping off Me Too. Or let me say, I can't prove it, but yeah. And here at Coca Cola, motherfucking Coca Cola, we've got toxic masculinity. And ain't no blip nowhere from Me Too. That shit is strange. Isn't that strange to y'all? And something tells me this sister here, Chasity Jones, that she could tweet and Facebook Me Too all day. She could hashtag Me Too all day. She could say, motherfucking Me Too. Look at me. I just won a lawsuit against one of the biggest companies in the world, a multinational billion-dollar fucking company, where the heir to this company, this white dude, just incessantly harassed me for years. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? I'll tell you what's going to happen. Motherfucking KRS-One. Oh, let me get a picture of KRS-One up here real quick. Man, I went through a lot of pictures looking for KRS-One. Motherfucking KRS-One, yo! Oh! Motherfucking KRS-One gonna get in the mix, y'all. You know, when I was looking for this picture of KRS-One, And I don't know if I want to even do the boy KRS-One like that. But I was just so many thoughts ran through my mind. Y'all know that song, Fairy Tales on the Gravediggers album for all my hip hop heads out there. Y'all remember that song? How they start that song off? Ooh, 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 ooh. I mean, going through all these pictures. I mean, that's the song that I was hearing, looking at every picture. Was straight real. You know what I mean? Oh Lord, man, God damn. Then I started thinking about KRS, like, you know what I mean? Start thinking about KRS, man, and my philosophy shit. Motherfuckers say, that's why I walk with my head up. When I hear whack rhymes, I get fed up. Rap is like a setup. A lot of games. A lot of suckers with colorful names. I'm so and so. I'm this, I'm that. Huh. But to me, they just whack. Oh, damn. That bitch whack, yo. She not white or red or black. She bruh. I'm not white or red or black. I'm brown. That's how that bitch look, man. Oh, fucking goopy ass bitch, man. That's who that motherfucker is, man. But what, man? What the fuck, yo? KRS-One gonna be like, why I gotta go after white people if our sister Chasity Jones come calling? All right, we know this. Fucking KRS-One gonna be like, it ain't my job to go after white people. It's only black men that they pay me to go after here at motherfucking Me Too. So what? They won't be saying a peep unless she can somehow, grease the wheels some way. Like I think Harvey Weinstein paying the motherfuckers. He gotta be. I know white supremacist society is fucking impeccable when it comes to being on code when protecting white males with no money involved. They don't need no money to just run to the defense of the most protected male on the fucking country, in the fucking country, the most protected male because he the weakest. So they gotta, but they gotta be getting broke off some kind of way. You know what I mean? They gotta be getting broke off some, in my opinion. And I'm gonna do my part by keeping this type of shit in the media, you know what I mean? And I hope that this lady here can cloud up. Our sister Chasity, I hope she can cloud up. And let me get this motherfucker off the screen too, man. But while I'm looking like, man, you know what I'm saying? Let me not do y'all like that. I don't wanna do y'all like that with this motherfucker, man. Nah, I wanna get that motherfucker off my screen. I mean, damn, as far as what happened at these jobs and shit, from the black woman who I've known in my life who had like real kind of jobs, it's always been this current with the white males. It's always the white males they got to check. You know what I mean? For all the little out of line, boundary crossing, boundary violating shit they do. All the boundary violating ass shit. It's white culture to violate boundary. All right, we see this, right? We see this globally, right? And it's psychotic when you think about how white males view black women in the various white supremacist societies on the globe. They think every black woman is up for them to be in their face and shit. They think every black woman don't got no money. This is what they really think. They think every black woman is broke and don't got no money and don't got no men around them. You understand? You hear me? And when they get around black women, they mind is on to kind of hedge their bets on the despair that they've caused black society. They want to hedge their bets on the despair that they've caused us so motherfucking much that they're willing to chance it that every black woman that they meet is, number one, a product of white duress on black society. And number two, is willing to go along with whatever some white males say. And they can cover some ground with a black woman, right? It can cover sexual access with a black woman. I've talked about this before. on a few of my other videos. Just off of the sheer headache that whiteness represents to black society or presents to black society, right? And they think, hey man, surely we fucked up black society. And then we know it. We know we fucked up black society. Let me try to pull a fast one over on Keisha. Let me try to pull a fast one over on Sharitha. Because, hey, every black woman is broke and will do anything for some motherfucking money. Anything smut-wise for some money, right? Surely white supremacist society is surely seen to this for me, right? This is how they think, right? They think that, oh, I'll probably have a chance at her accepting my harassment, my assaults, my groping, my advances, okay? That's what white dudes is on. All right? White males, largely, they think all black women are broke, so they should all be desperate enough to hoard themselves to the first white man that walk into a room. Be him an ugly nerd, dirty, lice infestation, whatever his issue is. In fact, let me pull up some white nerds, some dirty, lice-infested white nerds that they motherfuckers like this think they got a shot with black women in this white supremacist society that we dealing in. Motherfuckers like him. Motherfucker, I think that's a meme right there. I found that, I was like, yeah, that motherfucker, I don't know how the fuck motherfucker like that make it around. I don't know how he make it around, homie. Finna die, yo. Whatever kind of shape these white dudes is in, they think they can come around a black woman and whatever kind of fucked upness. They think they can win 100% of the time with black women because we in the money game, baby. We black out here type shit. You understand? Steve Harvey, you see that boy? I mean, this is how they think. All right? It comes with them feeling entitled to every motherfucking thing that they've stolen in a country or anywhere, right? America, for instance, is a place that they've killed, raped, and robbed everything that wasn't white when they got here with a malicious and a seedy intent to the whole process, all right? So they feel entitled at any point in time to repossess those routines of robbing and killing and smutting motherfuckers at will type shit. At any point in time, they feel they need to be running that program, right? And it don't matter. It don't matter what you present to them. You can have a gun to their head and say, hey, cracker, we're going to kill you if you don't give up your bullshit. Their psychosis of this false sense of entitlement, this undue sense of having a claim to everything. It has them in a box that they don't want to give up being inside of, right? All right? They don't want to give up being stuck inside that box, right? So, okay. And usually, you know, these black women who make it to the corporate world, all the sisters that make it to the corporate world, especially on a level like the sister we talking about, Chasity Jones, like really, you know, made it to be around the heir of a fucking $1 billion company. Let me pull up another motherfucker you might see at a $1 billion company talking about he want to holler at a black chick. About that motherfucker. You see that? This motherfucker, he one of them. He be over there. He be out there. I mean, those sisters that make it to that echelon, to be around these heirs to these multinational $1 billion companies, the sons of the owners of these CEOs type motherfuckers. You understand? Those white males at that level, they've already kind of mapped the kind of black women that they usually see and that make it to that upper echelon corporate kind of sphere, right? I wouldn't be surprised if there were other black men, other black women, excuse me, who got a chance to be around this uh, dude, Alki, other women, probably other sisters, who got a chance to be around this fool, and he was doing all of this shit, and only the sister really stood up. They might have a fuck around and have a class action suit on this motherfucker. You know what I mean? We don't know how deep this could get with the type of fuckery that these billionaire motherfuckers. I think it's worth like 2.8 billion. Motherfucker got dough, right? I don't think that he just stopped with her. I don't think the buck stopped with her just because he saw her black self walking through there. I don't think that was his whole get down. I think he had more to the shit, right? If they really dig up dirt, Coca Cola might have a big ass lawsuit on their ass, is what I'm saying. But, you know, those white males at that level, goddamn sons of the CEO, next in line to own the company, type of Biffs and Brads out there. Little spoiled motherfuckers. I mean, never seen a hungry day, never got told no because of the amount of money they got type shit. Them type of motherfuckers, they can usually read the type of black women that make it that high. So we're talking about black women. The type of black women that make it that high up in the corporate world, that ain't nothing new to them. You see what I'm saying? They've seen a share of the sisters from the college crowd, you know. What can I say as an example? You know, with the college crowd of chicks, you know what I mean? You're going to get a lot of the, you know, the feminism trained, feminist man slamming types, the I don't need no man around types, that I don't need no man around unless he the richest man in the room type of crowd. I mean, and of course, not all college black chicks. I'm just saying, you know, not these chicks with all these degrees and shit. I mean, I'm not saying all y'all. I always will make the delineation on my channel. Look, I ain't talking about all of a certain type of woman, because I understand that the women that separate themselves from the types that I'm talking about, I owe them that. I feel like, let me just let you know, look, that was an honor that you worked for in life, to be separate. So I'm gonna shout you out like that. I mean, on my channel, I do that. I don't feel bad about doing that and saying, look, it's like that, right? But you know, these white males, they can usually survey the weak ones, basically the wanderers, the ones that got they, you know, fresh out of college, got that a little bit of that identity crisis still going on. They still trying to find themselves through all the little white feminist rhetoric they program them with, all the black feminist rhetoric they program them with, shit like that. These colleges are big on programming that type of behavior into females and that type of thought lineage into the females. That's a disease that's just constantly gets taught year after year, second after second in America. We having to deal with that shit and check chicks on the street every day about the shit. Like, nah, the game go like this. What you talking ain't the shit. I mean, it's a daily upon daily behavior that we be doing out here, and you know how this shit go. You know, that's what the fuck we do, you know? But, saying, so it be that. And of course, you know, they can, you know, that kind of leaves a lane in their eyes as white males that, okay, we can, whitey can come and try you type shit. You know what I mean? You kind of soft, unguarded territory to them, right? Got another nerd we can put up here. Another motherfucking nerd. Oh, I did the icon transition where it just puts my logo up real quick. I'm gonna make it where it flash put my logo up for a longer time when I do that, but I ain't tripping. You know what I mean? And what else? You know, of course they can sense the bed wench types, you know what I mean? The Sambo type women who said, fuck it, I'm finna go the casting couch route to get this job at this company, right? Because if you slutting to get up at these companies, you know, your name come up through the ranks at these companies. These companies is isolated things, you know what I mean? No company is too big to where your name don't start buzzing through the company, right? If you slutting, you know what I mean? Your name gonna be buzzing through the conferences. Yo, that's the bitch that get trains ran on her at the motherfucking picnics and the company conferences where we go on these company things, right? This is just when certain chicks make it up to those high profile jobs. Not saying the sister that we talking about went through all that, but I'm saying these are boxes that the white males in power be checking off whenever they see a black woman walk into a building, not a company, period, and are in an office anywhere. This is what they doing. But we're talking about these big companies. It's the same game, except it's even to a more higher level because these dudes got a modicum of power and shit like that, and kind of fire you and do all whatever type of shit they want to do in that regard. They kind of holding your career in a vice if you ain't there on some I'm here hustling this motherfucking company shit anyway. I got my own shit popping. I don't really need you motherfuckers. Like if you own some shit like that or whatever at a fucking job or whatever, right? But yo, white boys just checking them boxes off. Whenever they see a black woman in the office, a black woman is an opportunity for the white male to make a play for whiteness. I've been talking about this whole week. Making a play for whiteness, goddammit, to make a dog and pony show out of the nigger that was so brainwashed that by the time she made it to a company at some level, yo, she was willing to smut for any white dude and all his white breaded ass friends and his whole white breaded ass crew, right? I'm just seeing it through the eyes of the lens of a white inferiority complex having little dick motherfucker that got money, white males eyeballs, to the best I can imagine or the best I can envision it. You know what I'm saying? And of course, if a sister got all of the trappings that white society look for in their kind of broken down mentally black women, they look for certain things. They look for that fake hair. They look for the cake up, the fake up, the makeup. I know sisters don't want to hear that, but they look at that shit as a sign of, yeah, she's conquerable territory. She's already broken down. She already hate herself. I can make a play on her. I know y'all don't want to hear that shit, but that's what the fuck we going through. That's the world we in. Y'all might not want to believe it because it make you feel a certain way, but I'm telling you what the fuck it is. I'm telling you what white dudes think. I'm telling you. So, they look for that shit. The fake hair, the cake up, the fake up, the makeup. They look for that Kim Kardashian voice, the white teenager voice. That's what I call it, the white teenager voice. You know what I mean? That gives white males the confidence to step to a black woman who presents herself like that. You understand? He knows that she's neutered. She's neutered away from having her ancestral backbone. You understand? And she's basically living like a clown out here. And he feels that she is no threat to his position at the company. She ain't gonna be walking around the office sassing him and no shit like that. When he get out of line, she ain't gonna show him no backbone when he get out of line, right? He feels that, she wanna be a white woman so bad anyway. So his mind state is, hey, well, let me show her what I expose these white women to when white women are around me. Since she's already been groomed in the image of whiteness so hard. You understand the psychology? You see what they do? Then they just go for broke. Like, yeah, I'm finna go for broke, goddammit. It's gonna start with the little jokes, the little off-color jokes. They start there, then motherfucker might make a comment about her body type shit. All this inappropriate shit. You sisters know, y'all done seen how these motherfuckers try to fold out and deploy a plan to try to circle themselves into your cipher, try to be around you and try to, you see how they try to play up to you. You see how they try to warm up to you, the shit that they do. You see what they, it ain't no mystery. And, me, in my mind, my instinct is like, yo, sisters, if I was a girl, I'd be like, man, I would immediately check that dumbass shit. I would immediately check the shit at the gate. If you don't want them fucking with you, let them know. This is what I will advise all women. If you don't want no white dude fucking with you at no job, let them know, look, I got a husband, and I got a baby daddy, and I got 7 brothers, and I got 3 sons, and no daughters. All right? So I suggest you stop. That's what you tell them. Okay? Let them know that you have no female influences around you. This is some game I'm giving you. Let them know that you don't got no female influences around you. Nobody around you talking soft in your ear about nothing. Especially not about something having to do anything with a white boy. All right? I don't care if it ain't true. I don't care if you don't got none of that. I don't care if it ain't true. You lied to them and you tell them that. All right? They'll get the picture. They'll get the picture. They'll be like, oh, fuck, she's my worst enemy. She's around my worst enemy all day. She got to be my worst enemy. That black man that I hate so much, the reason that I have to prop up this system of double teaming, triple teaming, and quadruple teaming blackness, she's around that motherfucker all day. Damn. All right? The black man is the greatest fear of every white male who's existed in my white ass family. And she's happily being reflective of them. And she's throwing them in my face on day one when I tried my fuckery. Yeah? You see what I'm saying? That's what checks these little disrespectful dweeb ass white dudes out here. Let me take this dweeb ass white dude off my screen. Get back to my main ticker. There I go. Yeah. So that's how that shit go. That's how that shit go. Cause you know, white males, they be awful brave when they think that you a loner black woman out here. When they think you a loner black woman and you don't got no black men supporting you. No support, and they got you in a corner somewhere, they depend on that shit. Because then for them, they think that's their time to be tough. Okay? Where there's no black men around presenting our base in the motherfucking room and slapping him upside his motherfucking head if he get out of line. When there's not that around, these non-black males think they tough. And they only tough around girls, you know? I mean, and elderly people and animals and little shit like that. So black women, you know, y'all be sure to invoke the essence of the black man wherever the fuck you go, wherever the fuck you find yourself. Yeah. Use us as the fear these motherfuckers need to have in their life. They innately have a fear of us on a genetic level and a vibratory level. Use us as your shield when you got to be in places where they motherfucking ass is at, right? And you know, one part of me says this sister should have waited or should have not waited rather. Since she did wait, I'm like, all right, you know. I mean, she waited the shit out. Like, she ain't just jump on his ass off the rip. Like, motherfucker, what? You know what I'm saying? But I see her play. You know, the other part of me is like, yeah, you know what I mean? I could curb the impulse somewhere in my brain. I'm an Aries, so, you know, we got an impulse problem anyway. But I see how the benefit of not, you know, not having the impulse in that kind of situation and not just raining on a motherfucker life and ending it and, you know, whatever type of shit. You know what I mean? How we move, right? You know what I'm saying? But, you know, she strung his ass along, you know what I mean? And she played him all the way to a bag. And now he quaking and bitching about it. You talking about, oh, he want to try to appeal. My thing is, she need to call me too. He said something like he wanted to appeal it or some shit. So I'm like, yo, call me too so he don't front. And they can get that bag for you. Me Too could do a lot. I'm going to say that. Me Too could do a lot. We got to get these street harassing white males out of the workforces out here. We got to keep these toxic masculine individuals tied the fuck up in court. That's what we got to do. And have them breaking off bread for violating women, right? So any woman that want to come to a job and not, hold on, y'all. It's like Suge said to Puppy and all them niggas from Bad Boy back in the day. Any rapper want to come to a label and be an artist and not have to worry about the executive producer, all in the videos, all on the record, dancing, come to death row. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this shit is like, yo, any black woman want to come to an office and not have to worry about punk ass white boy groping, bitching and moaning and faggoting and complaining about stupid shit, acting like you deserve to be around him and that he's owed something by your presence. You know what I'm saying? But come to me too, motherfucker. You know what I mean? So, Me Too, what's up? This is a $1 billion company, Me Too. What's up? What the fuck is up for real? Coca Cola, that's a $1 billion company, Me Too. Y'all should be foaming at the goddamn mouth to pull something out the sky on this one. You know what I'm saying? This one is for all the goddamn marbles. This is some $1 billion Coca Cola checkbook marbles. Motherfucker. Where the fuck is Gloria Steinem? Is that her name? I'm calling her Gloria Steinem. What's her name? Gloria Allred. Where the fuck is Gloria punk ass Allred when you need that bitch? She need to be taking this shit pro bono like a motherfucker. This is a guaranteed bag. You know what I mean? Because the sister already won it with her lawyers that she got. She already won the case with her lawyers. Now, this motherfucking Allred would have to do with her punk ass or bring her punk ass daughter into the picture. All she got to do is lend her name to the appeal if she going to appeal it. You know what I'm saying? And, hey, the Coca Cola Heir gonna fold. Gonna fold the fuck up to Me Too. Coca Cola don't want that smoke from Me Too. Shut down Coca Cola. You understand? Guarantee that shit. But anyway, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping shit on you boys. Yeah. Homie. Don't forget to check out my Teespring. That shit, the classics of the classics, understand? How we do shit. Nick. And I'm gonna get it, y'all.